Hello everyone, hopefully you're having a great day today. MersLess Ones here, back with another Dokkan battle video, and in this one we're going to be talking about the new Peppy Gals banner and seeing if it's worth summoning or if you should skip it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing and help me get to 550 subscribers. Also, if you would like to further support me and the channel, you can become a member, and that is entirely up to you if you choose to do so. Now, with all that being said, let us go ahead and get started. Alright, so just first things first, looks like for I guess the first 3 multis, it is going to be discounted 30 stones, so that's not too bad. As for the banner itself, we can just take a look at the featured list here. Now we have the new Videl, we have the new Ranfan, and then I think all the other units are just basically units that have already been out for a while. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 7 featured multi-banner, which isn't too bad really, so that's good. Now real quick, and just kind of take a look at all of these characters very quickly to see what they do. Alright, so first things first, we can take a quick look at the Videl here. Her leader skill is Peppy Gals or Super AGL type key, plus 3 HP attack and defense 120%. You really won't be running her as a leader, it looks like, since that leader skill is just very low. But her basic effects here: key plus 2, attack and defense 200%, damage reduction rate 30%. Randomly changes key spears of a certain type, AGL excluded, to rainbow key spears. Key plus 3, attack and defense 70% for allies whose name includes Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyan Man. So basically this is going to be a support unit for the new Gohan, Goten, and Trunks units. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 200% when there's another Peppy Gals category ally attacking in the same turn, or when there is an ally whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, Great Saiyan Man attacking in the same turn. Damage reduction rate 50% before attacking, and attack 300% when attacking. So really, before attacking, she'll have 80% damage reduction, which isn't too bad. And then for every turn pass, damage reduction rate 10%, no more than 30. Okay, well, after a few turns, she's just going to have that 50% damage reduction, but that's only if you have a Peppy Gals ally or a Gohan on the team. Or within the same attacking turn, not on the team. Yeah, this extra 50% damage reduction before attacking a Gohan or Peppy Gals ally has to be in the same turn. For 30 turns from the character's entry turn, defense 200%, high chance of forming a critical hit. Watch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. High chance is 50%. When the character is KO'd, starting from the 4th turn from the character's entry turn, revives with HP fully recovered. After the revival skill is activated, attack and defense 200%, damage reduction rate 30%, guaranteed crit, guaranteed additional super. So wait, does this character, when the character is KO'd starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, so like for turn 4, does she like just knock herself out and she revives automatically, or I have no idea. Sword attack effect massively raises defense for 3 turns. That massively raised defense is 100%, so that is good. And here are her links here. Yeah, so courage is just plus 1 key. Well, let's take a look at these. Link level 1, then we'll take a look at them link level 10. Cold Adjustment is a good defensive link here. Then if we just take a look at these links maxed out now. Okay, a lot of defensive links actually, so that is pretty good. And a damage reduction link, I didn't know that's what champion strength was. Okay. So here are all of the categories: Majin Buu Saga, Earthlings, Peppy Gals, Powerful Comeback, Earth Bravado, Tournament Participants, World Tournaments, Bond of Parent and Child, and Defenders of Justice. Not some bad categories. I guess the categories you will probably want to run this unit on is obviously going to be Defenders of Justice, because the new Goten, Gohan, and Trunks, they do lead that category, obviously. And that's probably going to be the best team for them to use, maybe besides like another Peppy Gals team, but I think Peppy Gals are going to need a lot more if you're going to want to run them as a team right now. So that is the Videl, and then the other unit here, the Ranfan here. Leader skill, basically the same, except for like tech type characters, super tech characters. Basic effect, attack and defense 200%, chance of evading enemies attack 40%, all allies key +1 in defense, plus an additional key +1 in defense 30% for characters who also belong to Peppy Gals. When attacking, attack and defense 200%, attack and defense 50%, up to 200%, and chance of evading enemies attack and damage reduction rate 10%, up to 40% per Peppy Gals category ally on the team. After receiving or evading an attack, all allies attack 20%, Peppy Gal category allies excluded. Why though? Well, Peppy Gal category allies attack 20% for 2 turns. Okay, so I guess there's that as well. When only facing one enemy, attacked enemies attacking defense down 30% for 2 turns. Great chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 2 turns. Great chance of sealing the attacked enemy super for 2 turns. That great chance, that is a 70%. And when the target enemy is in the following status effect, attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed, launch an additional super attack. Then the 12 key raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy, raises allies attack and defense by 30% for 2 turns. Not bad, actually, not bad. So here are her links. We can just take a look at them level 1 first, then we can go ahead and take a look at them at level 10. And then these links at level 10. Yeah, just having like level 10s are a lot better now. And then here are the categories that they are on. Not sure. I mean, Dragon Ball Saga. I mean, I guess you could. Is there actually, does the Kid Goku lead Dragon Ball Saga? Yeah, he does lead it, actually. Maybe you could get away with running this team. I mean, he's still very good. It's just that he's gonna need to stack up quite a bit in order to take some hits in some of these newer fights. There's that. So that's Dragon Ball Saga. Earth Breath Fighters, you can definitely get away with running. I mean, Tao is on there. Tao's seems pretty good. I don't have him, but he does seem pretty decent. Or Yamcha, you definitely can't run Yamcha. He's going to be really good in some of these fights. Since he is very dodge heavy, he can get up a lot of dodge too in Earth Breath Fighters. You know, obviously Peppy Gals is the team that both of these units are basically made for, but I mean, there's no real solid leader. I mean, Roshi's there, but I mean, he's kind of a weird leader skill. Yeah, that category is definitely going to a bit more help. So those are the 2 new units. I just kind of wanted to go over them a bit more in detail. But now we can just go over the featured units here very quickly. This is a unit that came out, yeah, almost a year ago now. Basically just another Peppy Gals character, or Universe 6 character, really. This character is one that you can use for like the, well, this is a pretty old mission, but this Supreme Magnificent Battle Universal Survival Saga mission. It was the Goku and Frieza mission. You can clear it with a full team of Universe 11. This was a good character to have back then to help clear that mission here. You can just pretty much see what she does here. I guess the most notable things to know about this unit is base damage reduction rate 11%. Then per Peppy Gals and Universe 11 category ally attacking the same turn, she gets 11% more damage reduction and guaranteed additional super. And when there are 3 or more Peppy Gals or Universe 11 category allies on the team, or when there is a tech enemy, get a scouter, more damage reduction, and 300% when attacking, so that's not bad. Yeah, so lots of damage reduction, and then some scouter, and then guaranteed supers are always good. And then this Mai here, she came out last year. Yeah, this is basically last year's Peppy Gals units. Let's see here. I guess the most notable things about this unit, she does have some support here. All allies key +3 attack and defense 30%. 50% chance of dodging an attack. And then when there are another Peppy Gals or Dragon Ball Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, chance of evading enemies attacks 20%. So basically 70% if you include the 50% base and 20% here. And 2 additional attacks each have a chance of becoming a super attack 50%. And then when there are 3 or more Peppy Gals or Dragon Ball Saga category allies on the team, or when there's an AGL enemy, all allies attack defense 30%. So that's the Mai there. So this Chilai, she did get an easy A. It just released when this banner dropped. So I guess I didn't really go over her easy A details, but I guess we can go over that now. So this Chilai here, basic effects, key +3, defense 339%. She just gets a scouter. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. Great chance of evading enemies' attack. All allies key +3, attack and defense 39%, and chance of performing a critical hit 20%, self-excluded. Alright, so some support and crit support is also good. For every attack evaded, defense 139% within the turn. Every time the character evades 3 or more attacks in battle, recovers 39% HP at the end of the turn, and she can do that 3 times. After evading 6 or more attacks in battle, all allies attack and defense 39% for 3 turns, self-excluded. From receiving a normal attack, defense 139% temporarily, and receiving a super attack, chance of evading enemies' attack 10% temporarily. Alright, cool, not bad. Her super attack effect massively raises defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to enemy and seals super attacks with a high chance of stunning the enemy. So there's that. Not a lot of categories actually on Peppy Gals, Bond of Friendship, Space Traveling Warriors. Bond of Friendship, it definitely could use a new leader, but I mean, you do see you have the new Gohan, Goten, and Trunks on there. You have these guys that are on there. The Pan, there's on there, so if you do want to run Peppy Gals, you can definitely run them. Although I think these 2 Pans, they don't have... Yeah, it has to be GT or Youth category characters to get their extra parts of their passive. So maybe you don't want to run these 2 Pans actually. So never mind that. Yeah, we can just go ahead and pull out that. Yeah. So probably not an option you would want to run her on besides really Peppy Gals. So there's that. So this Fasha here, she did also get her EZA too. We can go over her details very quickly. Its basic effects: attack and defense 200%, damage reduction rate 50%. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Great chance is 50%. I don't think I mentioned that before. For 5 turns from the character's entry turn, guard. Alright, cool. Starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry turn, launches an additional super attack and great chance of performing a critical hit. For every attack received, attack and defense 400% up to 200%. When another 2 or more low-class warrior category allies are on the team, or when another 2 or more Peppy Gals category allies are on the team, attack and defense 40% whenever guard is activated up to 200%. Then her super attack effect greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Okay, so this Fasha here is on quite a bit of teams. Pure Saiyans, Peppy Gals, Team Bardock, Low Class Warrior, Mission Execution, not bad. Story Figures, and Space Traveling Warriors. So yeah, not a couple bad easy A's here. We do have one more featured unit from this banner here, which is this Khalifa here, but you know, she easy A'd last year a while ago, so I mean, she's pretty decent. She does get a guaranteed chance to dodge when there's a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans enemy, so I mean, that's honestly very strong. Let's see here. When there are 6 or more Universe 6 category allies on the team, all allies get 16% attack for 2 turns after the character evades 6 or more attacks in battle. And if you have a kill on the team, you get a guaranteed additional super and you get 160% attack. And then also, she does stack attack and defense, so in those longer fights, she'll be pretty good. And she is on a lot of categories here that you can run her on. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The 2 new banner units, I mean, they're okay. I mean, this is like a banner that's like just dropping after kind of a major celebration. So if this is something you would want to skip, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to skip it because we are still getting that new campaign at the end of this month that's supposed to replace Tanabata and I guess worldwide download. So that is coming up. Maybe here within the next couple of weeks, I'm guessing. But it's going to be sooner rather than later, really. But yeah, 2 new units, I mean, they're okay. I mean, it's just probably going to be hard to run them on a full Peppy Gals team since Peppy Gals is kind of just not it, in my opinion. The featured units, they're okay. The 2 new EZAs that we have, they're okay too. So just really not bad. So, it's safe to say that this banner is definitely worth skipping. Like I mentioned, by the time this banner goes away the 29th, we should be getting like the new campaign characters dropping around that time, and we probably might get some details or maybe some teasers about them. Maybe not this week, probably next week really, but towards that end of the month, I am guessing. But then again, at the end of the day, you know, these are your dragon stones. If you want to summon on this banner, by all means, go ahead and do it. They are your stones. You do whatever you want with them. This is a game. Games are meant to be played to have fun. If summoning on this banner, pulling the new units, and just summoning in general helps you have fun, then by all means, go ahead and have fun. So, yeah, with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And as usual, until next time.